What is the gayest branch of the military? The answer may surprise you. So this came up because an account called Libs of TikTok by Chaya Raichik has been posting misinformation again. She is the misinformation gift that keeps on giving. This particular post involved a U.S. Navy sailor, or as I like to call them, the Department of the Boat People, and this sailor was dancing on the deck of an amphibious assault ship. I've covered Libs of TikTok before. The account makes money essentially by making fun of liberals and LGBTQ people. And they don't make fun of them in a funny kind of way like I'm about to, but in a mocking and fearful way. Now the video I'm about to show you has copyrighted music. The sailor is dancing to Madonna's Vogue. We've all heard the song, so I'm not going to play it in the YouTube version. Although if you're watching this on Substack, you'll probably hear it. And if you don't have a link to my Substack, RyanMcBeth.substack.com. And I'll explain why the Madonna song is important in a moment. So let's watch the video. Again, YouTube will have no audio. Now this was taken on the USS Iwo Jima, which is a WASP-class amphibious assault ship, as you can tell by the number 7 on the deck. And what I see here is a dude who loves his job. The text says, when they call and say the jets are inbound and I need to land them. And the Madonna song is saying, strike a pose, there's nothing to it. Strike a pose, there's nothing to it. And so it's my guess that this guy is probably an AC, which is the Navy rate or the Navy job code for air traffic controller. And this guy loves his job. The jets are coming back and he gets to land them. There's nothing to it, right? This is what I do every day. Look at my job. And it kind of reminds me of when I was embedded with the Maryland Air National Guard, and one of their crew chiefs would send the planes off with a dance like this.
God, man.
I mean, this and this are basically the same thing. And this unit, the unit that I visited, these guys hunted ISIS. Their credentials for being in combat are pretty darn exemplary. Everybody should love their job as much as these two guys. Now, the thing that bothered me about this Libs of TikTok post was that Chaya said, do you think videos like this show strength and confidence in our military? And here's why this bothers me so much, because of course she wants to imply that it doesn't. You know, first of all, this is the least gay thing I think I've ever seen the Navy do. On the spectrum of gay, it kind of goes like Navy, Marine Corps, and then U.S. Army 19 Delta Cav Scouts. So the Army is the gayest of the bunch. But you know, Chaya kind of hides her raging homophobia with the question, do you think videos like this show strength and confidence in our military? And I know what she expects everyone's answer to be. While I was embedded on the USS Eisenhower, this is one of the ships that, with their accompanying battle groups, sailed through the Red Sea, through the Bab el-Mandab Strait, and into the Gulf of Aden. And once they were in the Gulf of Aden, they stomped on Houthis for months. And you know, the Houthis were shooting drones at innocent mariners, just guys who needed a job. And occasionally they were trying to fire at Israeli civilians. The Navy might very well have shot down a missile or a drone that was on the way to the house of one of Chaya Raichik's relatives in Israel. She is an Orthodox Jew. I'm sure she has relatives there. While I was on the Eisenhower, I noticed that the Navy had these morale-boosting belt buckles that represented your division on the ship. And one of these belt buckles was like a pride belt buckle. And it was worn by everyone in the division, whether they were gay or not. And as an Army guy, that really blew my mind. The Army would never allow belt buckles like this because that could cause joy. And to really blow your mind, these sailors on the Eisenhower, they had a pride celebration while we were there. complete with remarks from Captain Chowder Hill, who I later interviewed. And they even had a cake. And then these guys, they ate their gay cake and took their gay selves to the Middle East, where they protected innocent mariners and our allies and the Israelis from missile attack. If that's gay, we need more gay. You know, if you look at Chaya's Twitter, you can kind of see that she has a lot of support for Israel. And that makes sense. She is an Orthodox Jew. But the fact that she can't connect at how these sailors, some of whom are homosexuals that she holds in contempt, put their lives on the line for her. You know, there was a non-zero chance of a Houthi missile or a Houthi drone impacting a U.S. warship. And the fact that Chaya can't seem to understand that she's willing to make fun of the very people who would die to protect her, Chaya, you should be ashamed of yourself. You know, at first I just thought you were a garden variety bigot, or you're just kind of playing to your audience. But you're so much more than that. You're ungrateful. You're ungrateful. This gay man prancing around the deck of the Iwo Jima to Vogue before he lands a multi-million-dollar warplane is giving more to the world than you ever will. If you want to support the channel, get my Department of the Boat People shirt on Bunker branding. I also have stickers and hoodies. And in celebration of the Navy protecting the Red Sea, I even have a world's largest distributor of Iranian drone parts shirt. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Hey everyone! New Ryan Macbeth t-shirts and hoodies from Bunker Branding are available. I'm gonna get the HIMARS shirt. What are you gonna get, Donald? The Patriot shirt, because I'm a patriot. It's the best shirt, the biggest shirt. Make 14 tangos great again. What are you gonna get, Barack? Let me be clear. I'm gonna get a Drone Sweet Drone shirt. What about you, George?
I'm gonna get a Try That Missile shirt because they're weapons of mass destruction.
Oh, I'm going to get a Landmine Marker shirt because my presidency always blew up in my face.
I'll tell you what I'm going to get.
Ronald Reagan, but you're dead.
I came back to tell you that no matter our politics, we're all Americans. And we should buy Ryan's hoodies and t-shirts because they pay for the stock footage and licenses that allow him to make awesome content. So come on down to Bunker Branding and buy a Ryan Macbeth t-shirt or I'll start the bombing in 5 minutes.